present. We have Mishi Juma. Mishi Juma is a teacher, Mtongwe Secondary School, teaching English and literature. She's also the head of guidance and counseling in the school. And she has a platform called Render Forest. So I think Mishi, you'll tell us what Render Forest is all about and the relevance of Render Forest as application in the classroom. Then we have Ade Said Jilo, who is also a teacher, deputy head teacher, Jajavo Primary School, Tana River County. And Ade has a Google form, and I think he's going to showcase and tell us how do we get to the Google form, how do we set up a quiz, how do we set up the form, and what is the relevance of these forms as educators or in the classroom setup. Then Foy Ongaya will come number 3. And Foy is a teacher at St. Peter's Shikondi Primary School. Foy is also an ICT champion, Kakamega South County. And he has the passion to learn and share. And so Foy has 2 items. He's going to tell us or show us how we can do lesson planning in Microsoft Access. And then how do we manage our data using Excel, and how do we manipulate the data? The data can be exam scores, can be names of students, and so on and so on. So allow me at this point to welcome our first presenter. We intend to take exactly 15 minutes for each presenter. So I guess we are going to enjoy their presentation. So Mishi, if you are in this call, please just confirm if you are around. Okay, thank you, Mishi. Saidi, just confirm if you are present.
Yes, I'm present.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Foy Ngayo, we need to hear your voice at the beginning.
Thank you so much. I'm very much present, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Welcome. And whoever is joining, again, welcome on board. We have this session today, and our presenters are ready. We are going to use the reactions center that if you have a question, just raise up the hand. If you need something to be clarified, you can also put it in the chat as well as we progress. So I want to call upon Mishi to begin. Mishi, please. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Good evening, colleagues.
Good evening.
I'm going to present on Render Forest. This is an app that is normally used to create a 3D animation that is used as an animation explainer in class. It can be used to make videos. It can be used to make slideshows. It is of great significance, especially to our teaching profession, because once you make the Render Forest, or once you use the Render Forest, it enables or it arouses the learner's interest, because the pictures that you make, the writings that you have in the Render Forest, the colors, normally whatever you display is very attractive. So our students becomes attracted, hence is able to pay attention and to listen well to what is supposed to be done in class, or the explanation that is going to be done in class at that particular time. Again, when you come up with when you make an animation in the Render Forest, It also makes your work easier as a teacher. Although during preparation, it will consume some of your time, but when it comes to class presentation, it makes your work easier because whatever you do is just displaying what you have already done after maybe doing the explanation and all that. So it makes your work easier. You can be able to do a lot in that particular class, especially when it comes to the presentation. Again, the other relevance is when it comes to retention, especially to the learners, because they are able to see the pictures, they are able to see the words, and also hear some sound. So I believe they'll be able to retain and remember what they have heard, what they have seen very easily. When it comes, maybe a question is asked, they are able to remember what they saw during your presentation as a teacher. And again, when we use the randa forest, we are also able to break the monotony or the boring thing where the teacher comes to class, lectures, and gives notes and all that. So you are able now to bring in a different scenario or a different ways where you can be able to present what you want to teach or to display to your learners. So it breaks that monotony. In class, they are able to hear music, they are able to see pictures, depending on what you have selected to use to display your content. And again, Randa Forest is an app that is user-friendly because it's able to direct you, or it gives you a clear guideline on what you're supposed to do. If you want to type, it tells you type here. If you want to maybe to select a picture to use or an animation to use, it's direct and it's clear. So I don't think it's going to be a bit complicated for any person who is learned or anyone who has an idea of how to use either a computer or a smartphone. So it's something that is good. It's something that is of great value to the teacher and also to the students. So the most important thing when you want to use the Randa Forest app, maybe you're using your smartphone, it's very important first you have the app downloaded in your phone for you to be able to use, or for you to be able to have it at that particular time. So you have to have that app with you, or you have to have the app displayed for you to be able to use it, or for you to be able to have it in use. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So I've said first you must have the app with you for you to be able to use it. So you have to have the app, that is the Randa Forest app with you for you to be able to use it, or for you to be able to display it at any given time when you want to use the Randa Forest. So the first step, once you have the app with you, we would expect you to be able to open the app. That is, you click the app for you to be able to have that particular app displayed or be used at that particular time when you are presenting or when you want to use the app. I'm trying to put the video. Yes.
Please, Mr. Maro and Kibet, your videos are on. Kindly mute your video so that we don't have interruptions. Thank you. Continue, Michi.
Yes, so the first thing that we would expect you to do after opening the Render app, that is the Render Forest app, we'd expect you to click on it. That is, you open that particular app, that is the Render Forest. I'm trying to share, but I don't know what is wrong with my phone. are getting a little bit of a problem here.
Can you stop sharing and then you share once again? All right, so Ishi is finding a way on how to share her screen. But what I'm getting out of Render Forest as an app is that it is usually used to create professional videos. The app can also be used to create logos, can also be used to create websites and graphics. So it's a good app to explore. A very good app to explore. And I think for us, we are just sparking creativity. So probably we may not give it all, but now that probably you get to know there's that app, Render Forest, you can as well pick it and try it probably during your free. Mishi, if you're okay.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
Just a minute. So I'm just displaying what I have.
All right.
Can you see what I'm displaying? Yes, so I have opened the app that is the Render Forest. I've clicked to where I want to go to. So now I head to what we are seeing here, the whiteboard animation toolkit. That is what I want to use.
It's not showing yet.
It's not showing.
Yes. Can you check whether you are sharing? Okay, are you using a smartphone or a computer, laptop?
I'm using a smartphone.
Okay, okay. Initially it was, yeah, you can see the screen now.
You can see the screen. Huh?
Yes.
Okay. Are you still seeing the screen?
Yeah, we can see the thumbnails of the people in the meeting.
You cannot see what I'm displaying? Or can you see what I'm displaying?
Not yet. It's not showing yet.
Coming up.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe Mishi, can you come later? Maybe you check on how the screen is supposed to be shared from the end, and then you come up as the second presenter so that we pick on Ade and save on the time. What do you think?
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, okay. So thank you, Mishi. I think we shall have Mishi again, because she's trying to have challenges with the sharing of the screen, and that's normal, by the way. And when it comes to technology, you learn in the process. So only if you fear, you have that what we call technophobia, then you will not learn. So whatever Mishi is doing, I guess next time or when you give her the chance again, she's going to be a perfect one. So I want to pick Ade, please. In the interest of time, Kindly, yes.
Mr.
So
Joel.
welcome on board.
Yeah.
Welcome on
Oh,
board.
thank you very
Mr. Abe.
much. Thank you very
Yes.
much. Okay, I'm presenting on Google Forms. And before I start, I just want to, Mr. Joel.
Yes, yes, Ade.
Yes, before this lesson, I invited a lot of my friends, teachers, and I just want to appreciate them for joining this meeting.
Wow,
And,
that's wonderful.
And on board, we have my curriculum support officer, Mr. Jackson Dima. I can see he's on board.
Wow, that is
I want
wonderful.
to recognize his presence. We also have the capture chairman, Mr. Steven Sianda. Okay.
Great.
And so many other people, So
can they see? Can just one second or two? Can they see so? And who did you say? The capture chair. Just say, yeah, just say hi to us so that we get to hear your voices.
Mr. Dima, please, you can say hi. You can greet us.
I'm the CSO Dima. I say thank you very much for the invitation and welcome.
Okay, thank you.
We also have Mr. Steven Sianda.
All right, we shall get a moment for him,
Okay.
maybe at the end, just continue. But
Okay, let me
thanks a
start.
lot, Saidi, for bringing on board those people. We really appreciate it. As STEAMLabs, we can't take it for granted. Thank you a lot.
So I will start by talking about, before I start sharing the screen, I talk about Google Forms, the importance, benefits of the Google Form is that it enables the teacher to make quiz for the learners, and these quizzes can be sent online through WhatsApp or emails where learners can do those quizzes. The good thing with the quizzes is that once the learner answers the questions correctly, it marks correctly, and it also gives feedback immediately. And therefore, it encourages the learner to do more exercises. We understand today we have children who always take their parents' mobile phones, smartphones, and play games. So instead of, apart from playing games, they can also participate in answering these questions, therefore making those smartphones more beneficiary to the students. It also facilitate continuity in learning, especially during the holidays. As we understand, we are now going for a very long holidays. So during this holiday, teachers will be able to contact who is sharing the screen? Somebody's sharing the screen.
Yeah, Mishi, are you sharing? Mishi, kindly stop sharing so that Saidi can go. Yes, and
thank
then
you.
Saidi, someone is saying you be more audible. I
Oh,
think
I'm not
you are very
audible.
far away from the microphone.
Okay. You see, I am in Tana River. I'm doing this lesson from Tana River. Do you understand? We have network problem, but I believe today's session is not going to be interrupted by the network.
Sure. We can hear you clear now.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, your screen is visible, sir.
Okay, let me go. So those who are following up, those who want to do practicals, you can go to your browser now. You just go to Google. Mr. Joel, can you see my screen?
Your screen is visible, sir.
Okay, you go to Google. As you can see, I'm there. Then you just write here, forms.google.com. Forms.google.com. Yes, it's there. Then you search. Yes. Okay, we have this screen. You can touch there are 3 dots on your top right. Top right, the first 3 dots on the top right, so that you go and make it a desktop site. Desktop site. Yes, desktop site. 20. Once you touch desktop site, then you touch on the addition sign, which shows blank. As you can see down here, we have some of the quizzes which I made earlier. Maths grade 4, English grade 2, Maths grade 3. So you touch on the addition sign on the blank. Yes. Now we are here. You go to settings, touch the settings, and then you touch on make this a quiz. You just turn it on. Yeah. After doing that, you go back to questions. You come back here to questions. Yes, and I'm going to set at least 5 questions. And if you allow me, Mr. Joel, I will share the quiz on WhatsApp for the participants to answer the question and submit for the practical part of it. I hope you will allow me to do that. Okay, thank you.
That's okay.
So here, this is supposed to be question 1. This is supposed to be question 1, untitled question. Or you can come here, untitled form. Untitled form. I want to make this grade 6 mathematics quiz. So I will write grade 6. Grade 6 math quiz. Math quiz. And then I rub the untitled form. Yes, I'm remaining with grade 6 maths quiz. Okay. Then you go to untitled question 1. Here for question 1, it's not going to be a sum or a question. I want to get the name so that when the people submit their work, I know who has submitted. So I will write here, write your name. Write your name so that when you submit, I know who has submitted. Yes, write your name. And then you come to, we have this small box here with written multiple choices. You touch on that small arrow there. Yes, we have those other options there. And then you choose on short answer. The first one, short answer. Is there anybody who is behind, who is lagging behind?
We are following.
You are following?
Yeah, we are following Mr. Ade. All is well from my
So
side.
you pick on the first one, short answer. Yes, so why do we have untitled question here? And I said, write your name. Let me write again, write your name. Let me rub this we have something here. Yes, write your name. So the space below here is where the learner will write his name or the person responding to this quiz. And then I go to the first question. you go to this addition sign. We have this small, we have this on your right, we have a small box with a first addition and then like a page and then a double T, a big T and a small T, and then like a picture, then like a YouTube sign, and then like an equal sign. So you touch on the addition sign, the first one, to add another page. So you see, we have another page. Then this is where I can write the first question. The first question is as follows: work out two times 18 plus plus, I'm looking for the addition sign. Addition sign, yeah. Plus 7, sorry. Okay, work out 2 times 18 plus 7. That is the question number 1. And then you come here to option. You give choices. And choice number 1 is going to be 252. And then you touch on add option. You touch on add option to give the second choice, which is 50. Then add option, you give the third choice, which is 43. And then you touch add option, you go to the last option, which is 27. We assume that is A, B, C, D. Okay, after doing that, then you come down here to answer key. Answer key. You are supposed to set the correct answer. In this case, you touch the answer key, and the correct answer is 43. So you touch on 43, and then you give the marks. For this question, I'm going to give the learner 3 marks because there is a multiplication and addition. So I'm going to give 3 points. 3 points. And then you touch on done, so that you go to question number 2. Touch on done. Yes, now that question is complete. And then you come here again on this addition sign on your right side bar, right hand bar. You go to that addition sign again, and then another page will pop up. Then I write my second question. Very fast. There are 65,050. Okay, there are 65,050 and 65,050 people and 50 people, yes. People who attended an agriculture show, attended a seminar. Somebody's microphone is on. What is the number of people in symbols? What is the number? Number of people in symbols. In symbols. Yes, that is question number 2.
The word attended.
Oh, the word attended.
Yes, is missing.
There are 65,050 people
Who then?
attended. Thank you. Who
attended?
Who attended?
Seminar.
Yes. Attended a seminar. Who attended a seminar? What's the number of people in symbols? What symbols? Somebody microphone is on. That is the question.
Kindly mute.
The first option, you write 60,550. Second option, 65550. Third option, 60,505. And the last option, the last option, 650. After putting the options, you come down here again to answer key. Answer key. You touch on the answer key. Here, the correct answer is D. So you touch on. I mean the last option, the fourth option. Yes, you touch it there. And then you give it points. I'm going to give it 2 points because this is, yes, 2 points. 2 points, and then I say done. Let us go to the third question. I'll try to be fast.
Yeah, can you do 3 questions a day?
Okay, let me do the last one. Last one is work out. Typing errors really slowing me down. Work out 64 divided by 4 times 2 plus 8. The other time I really got plus 8. Yes, work out 64 divided by 4 times 2 plus 8. First option is going to be.
Simple one.
Pardon? First option is going to be 1.
Simple one.
Pardon?
I was saying you give us a simple one.
I give you?
A simple mathematics.
This is a grade 6 quiz. So the second option is 1. The third option is 16. And the last option is 4. Last option is 4. The correct answer here is the second option. So you go to answer key, and then you touch on the second option, which is the correct answer. And then you give it points. I'm going to give it 4 points. 4 points. Yes, let's assume now that is the end of the quiz. Now, I want to share this quiz with my students. You come here, send option. As you can see, we have email, we have the second one is a link. You copy. So in this case, I'm going to copy the link and paste it on the chats. So so that you can answer the 3 questions quickly and submit. Yes, copy. And then I come to the charts. Come to the chat.
So which platform are you using? WhatsApp, I guess.
Okay. It's on the chat here. Okay,
All
I will
right,
also
all right.
it's on the chat now. I can also share it on the WhatsApp if someone needs that. Let me also do it on the WhatsApp.
All right. So as Saidi shares that link on WhatsApp and on the chat as well.
Yes.
Can we give it 2 minutes? It's not a must for you to get the questions right. We need to maybe just to see how the response are
they
streaming
already have the
in
answers.
on. Yeah, so that it shows us how we can review the answers as they come, maybe from the participants. 1 or 2 minutes for that. And this is so great, Saidi.
Thank
It's
you.
wonderful. The essence of using the form for assessment, it simplifies the educator's work. You realize that the form as a quiz, you can assign the points, it can be scored. And so as the teacher, maybe after getting the feedback, the responses, can just download the results probably as Excel and have the scores in a file or the scores in a spreadsheet and then present it maybe to the HOD.
Mr. Joel?
Yes.
We already have 5 responses, as you can see. Can you see my screen?
Very true. I can see them.
Yes, we have Benson Andole, Immaculate, Foy, Violet, Mishi. And then we are now having 6 responses.
Okay, let's keep the responses coming, and probably you can just wonder. So we get time for the other presenter, but your work is good. I'm also learning that I didn't know that Google Form can generate a quiz, a beautiful quiz, just like what I've seen. I knew of the Microsoft Form, and so learning is just continuous, and you're doing great. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Joel, for giving me this opportunity. I think I'm done. That is basically, I think if there are questions, we can take the questions.
All right, so you can put the questions on the chat. Just drop the question there, or any concern, input, suggestion, so that we believe that the room for improvement is the largest. So any input concerning this lesson is highly welcome. So at that moment, Saidi, maybe you can stop sharing so that we bring on board Mr. Foy. Once again, thank you, Saidi. I know you come from an area where network is a great issue, but I understand that
I'm glad.
Your presence in this training, in this platform, is
Have I
highly
stopped sharing?
appreciated. No, you still share. You are still sharing. Stop sharing, please. Okay, now you are okay.
Okay,
So
thank you.
without much ado, I want to bring on board the third presenter, Mr. Foy. I guess Mr. Foy will take 15 minutes so that we don't take much time as we had suggested earlier. Mr. Foy, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Brother Joel. Please confirm you can hear
welcome.
me.
I can hear you well.
Okay, thank you so much. First of all,
hear you.
my name is Foy Ongaya. I'm a teacher at St. Peter's Primary in Shikondi. That is a school in Kakamega County. But on the poster, it was wrongly written. It is in Kisumu County. It is actually in Kakamega County.
Yeah, apologies for that, Mr. Foy.
Sure. So much welcome. So this evening, I'll be sharing something small on how teachers can actually manage the issue of lesson planning. We understand this is a continuous exercise that comes every time we attend schools. We actually are supposed to prepare and have lesson plans. So this night, I'll be sharing something that I developed on lesson plan, and this is in using Access. So allow me share my screen now. Okay. Can you confirm you are seeing my screen?
Yes, we see it.
Okay. Are you in a position to see the current screen now?
I think it's still loading. We are seeing.
I can see it.
Yeah, the screen is displayed, but it's just showing the meeting in session and the participants on board.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then let me share. What about now?
Yes, you're good to go.
Yes.
Lesson plan, Launchpad.
Yeah, we can see lesson plan, launchpad, lesson plan data.
Yes, so this is an Access presentation that I came up with that can actually be used to help teachers in developing lesson plans and having records for the same. Now, with this, a teacher can actually lesson plan and have records that on this button here, as you can see, this is where everything begins. As a teacher, you are now in a position to develop a lesson plan that follows the standards of coming up with a lesson plan. So like for this case, we have buttons, we have the key areas that actually are required on a lesson plan. The first point here, we have the ID. This is actually the record number. What record is it that you are developing? Then we have the school name. For this case, we're having Shikondi Primary. You have the grade, we have the learning area, we have the role, the date that you're going to present this lesson plan, the time that this lesson will be presented, and then we have the strand. We have the substrand, we have the specific learning outcomes, the key inquiry question, and the entire lesson plan actually will be developed and will be stored using this program. So this is a demonstration of what I wanted to show and how this program operates. So as a teacher, you will key in this information say strand we are performing in music as the learning area. The substrand for this case will be songs, say action songs. And maybe someone will ask, where did I get that description? I want to briefly share my lesson plan, my schemes of work. Are you able to see my scheme of work?
No, we are still seeing the lesson plan displayed.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, and I'm saying we can still we are still seeing the lesson plan.
Hello?
We are seeing the lesson plan displayed.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let me now share the scheme of work. I'm now sharing my scheme work so that from this, you can actually derive that lesson learned. Okay, let me get it.
Still displaying the lesson plan.
Okay. Yeah, those are the technological challenges.
Yeah, we we understand. You know, you need to take the challenges as they come, and then you persist. You shouldn't give up. Yes.
Yes.
There you are.
Yeah.
We can see the scheme of work now. So proceed,
Yes.
please.
So that is now my scheme of work. So I want to pick this first lesson. Yes. So I want to pick that lesson and develop a lesson plan using that first lesson on performing, and it is on action songs. And we are saying by the end of the substrand, the learner should be able to, there are 3 items. The selected lesson is what I want to display now, that I'm going to key in the system, the other side, using Access, and then we develop a lesson plan from it. So if we're just good experiences so that when we move the other side, we have this in mind. Learners will sing different types of familiar songs. Learners will listen to songs and imitate with accuracy in pitch and rhythm. And in groups, learners are guided in singing actual songs. Learners are individually and in groups given time to discuss the message in the songs. The key inquiry question is there. Why do you sing? During which occasion is music performed in your community? The suggested learning resources, we have the songbook, we have sheet music, we have audio recording, pitching devices and all that. And assessment, we have observation, we have oral questions, we have the portfolio, and we have the checklist. So from this is now when I will be able to come up with a lesson plan that the teacher will now solve using the Access program that I have developed. So let's go back to the Access platform and see how that document will be developed. So going back to the Access document, there we are. Yes, it's loading. Let's give it time to load.
It's displaying.
Is it displaying the
Yes, it is. It's
We are
showing the
still on
lesson
the
plan.
scheme of work. I want us to go back.
It's showing the lesson plan now.
The lesson plan.
Yes.
Very good. So you can, yes. So you can see now the strand is there. The songs are the substrand is there. Now, somebody will ask, how do we key in these other details? Like specific learning outcomes. So I want now to key in the specific learning outcomes as they appear in the lesson, in the scheme of work. So it says by the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to, and that is what the scheme of work says, that the learner should be able to sing action songs with accuracy in pitch, rhythm, and dynamics, controlling the expressive elements, perform songs as an individual and in groups, and appreciate singing action songs. Then the key inquiry question, why do you sing? You actually see the key inquiry question there, asking why do you sing? And then the learning resources. These are extracted from the scheme of work that we have just seen. So you realize we have the learner's book, page 1 and 2, and so on. Then the organization of learning. How will learning take place? We are saying learning will take place in class and then groups. And then the introduction, what happens at the introduction? So this one, you actually type in. The teacher asks learners to sing a familiar song for enjoyment. And then you now come to the lesson development. We have the steps. Step 1, what does the teacher do? Step 2, step 3, step 4, and all that. Now, step 5, I didn't complete it. I want us to do it together. So at step 5, the teacher will ask learners to perform songs with actions and feelings, because that is one of the objectives that was to be achieved at the end of the lesson. So as the learner performs the song with actions and feelings, the teacher will now move around assessing the learners, sorry about the spelling, as they perform. So that is how the lesson plan will appear. And then under extended activity, it is now the teacher asks learners to practice on singing songs with actions while at home. So that is an activity the learners will do while at home. Then we are coming now to the conclusion. How does the teacher conclude the lesson? The teacher goes through the main points of the lesson together with the learners. So this is at developing stage. And then the reflection will actually come at the end of the lesson and after you have now taught, and then you now reflect. So after filling this information, you come on this button indicated save. So you click on save and you have saved that particular lesson plan. So this lesson plan up here, it is ID number 46. If we can just, yes, this is ID number 46. So we want to go to the real document now and see, is our lesson plan the way we have developed it in this platform? So we have to save this and then we exit. So after you've exited that, it will now bring you back to this launchpad. That is the place. And then we shall now get to this button that is indicated lesson report. So you click on lesson report, and then the system will ask you to enter the ID. So you click on lesson report, it will ask you to enter the ID. The lesson we have just developed is lesson number 46. So you click on 46 and then click OK. It will now open that particular lesson plan that we have just developed. So you click OK, and there it goes. So this is how you can develop that lesson plan, and then you will be able to retrieve this lesson plan at any other time you may want to use it. So that is how the document looks like. It is actually in A4. It has the lesson plan ID. It has the school name. Of course, you will not be in one school forever. At one time, you may change schools and all that. It has the grade. Which class is this we are talking about? What is the learning area? What subject was it? We are talking about date, the time, the role, how many learners.
Why we can't hear you? Is it because of network issue? But your lesson was good. Indeed, I'm seeing a lot of appreciations here coming. Immaculate is saying the lesson was great. Mr. Foy, can you hear me? Can anyone confirm that I'm audible from your end?
You are people.
Okay.
Yes,
So
I can hear you now.
okay, so Mr. Foy, that is a good work. Recommendable. You are doing great, sir, from your end. And this is what we call showcasing. A little did I know that Microsoft Access can also be used to generate a lesson plan. And so we are learning so many good things this evening. In the interest of time, I understand that you had 2 items. Mr. James Yongo, please. Mute your video, James Yongo, kindly. So I'm saying you had 2 items, Mr. Foy, and the other part was is it data management with Excel? But in the interest of time, I think we are not going to pick it. Maybe we shall schedule it for another day. But what you're doing is good. Probably we need to pick the questions which are there. If anyone has a question, you can raise up the hand, the virtual hand, so that we can see you, or you can drop the question on the chat so the presenter can pick them. We had Mr. Ade, Mr. Foy, and Madam Mishi. Mishi, we are going to give you another opportunity, probably the coming 2 weeks. So I guess all is going to be well for you. So don't mind. We really appreciate your effort. You know, trying is what we emphasize, that you need to try what you learn, and even sharing is caring. Don't just grow alone. Share. In this community, we are growing together as one. Any question? There was a question here from the chat, and I think this one was directed to Mr. Said. Mr. Said, somebody was asking, is the link self-generated? That link of Google Forms. What is your take about this? Is the link self-generated?
Yes, exactly. The link is self-generated. Once you touch on that icon showing the like a chain, once you,
Yes.
you touch it, the links pops up. Then there's a word
Okay.
copy. You copy and then you paste it. You paste it on maybe WhatsApp or on the chat, anywhere.
Sure. So Immaculate is also saying it was good presentation, Mr. Said. And then she goes ahead and saying that the link can also be shortened if it's too long. Of course, the self-generated link usually is very long. And for Google Forms, there's an option, a provision to shorten the link. So you can shorten the link so that it doesn't take much space on the sharing platform. You can also use Bitly to shorten links. Bitly does well if you want to shorten links in the shortest time possible. So I'm not seeing any questions, just a thumbs up. Okay, we are so grateful, Mr. Foy. Our Sam, session, Dan Karanja. Thanks for your time. Nice presentation. So Tobias is asking, Mr. Foy, I guess this is your question. Is the Microsoft Access, is it an app? Is it an application?
Yeah, it is a program that I developed. It is a program that you develop in Access.
All right, he's saying it's a program he developed in Access, and that is wonderful. If you can have teachers developing authoring content, that is wonderful. And we actually need to emulate what you do and try it maybe in our classroom setup. Thank you. Thank you. So someone is saying you share. Of course, you need to share so that maybe we are also having the recorded session. So we shall also share and see whether there's a point you missed, you can get it there. Is it possible to get a link of today's session? I joined late. Yeah, the link is there. We are going to share the recording. Okay. All right. Mishi, keep up the good work. Address to Ade and Foy. Thank you, Jomba. Jomba, I'm saying I'm doing a great job. No, I'm just answering the teacher's call. We in STEAMLabs, we said earlier that we inspire action and then we inform through training. So it's my humble duty to do that. And so I just want to grow together as a team. Whatever we do in the classroom, we need to share. And of course, we want to see how we can integrate ICT in our lessons. So I'm seeing a hand here. Someone has raised a hand. Seeing a hand from Kibet. Kibet, please. Unmute your mic and proceed. Kibet, Mutai. Okay, Kibet could be having challenges. It is exactly 9 minutes past 9, and we have gone past time, but I guess your time is not wasted. I understand that you people are doing a sacrifice. To be here calls for sacrifice. You sacrifice your data, internet, you sacrifice your time. But I'm very sure what you learn here is of great importance. And maybe just a point of advice, you keep learning and share. Then you try what you learn in your environment. See what is possible for you from your end, then give it a try. Next time is going to be you. We are going to, by the way, we are doing a round. So we have had 3 people today. Probably next time we shall have other people, and this will continue. We need to see how our members are doing, especially in regard to integrating ICT in the classroom. We did not start with a prayer, but I just want to call upon someone to pray, unless there's a concern. Unless there's any concern from anyone, we can have a volunteer to pray. Okay, Joel, you want to pray or you have a question? Derek Kalama. I'm seeing your hand is up.
Yes,
you want to pray? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
I wanted to pray.
All right.
Okay, let us pray. Thank you, God, because of this wonderful session that we had since 7:55 to now, that is 9. God, you've been with us. So help us, God, so that whatever we have learned here, we use it and we help others. And through this short prayer, prayed in Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
Amen, and thank you. Thank you so much. We shall share the recording in the platform, in WhatsApp platform, so you can have a review of today's session. Otherwise, I appreciate your coming, appreciate your time, and keep learning so we can grow together. Thank you so much and good evening.
Good evening to you, Joy.
Yeah.
Umefunga meeting na hujatoka. If people are lifting.